Draper, Eli Isom.
You know, I would not have met an exit plan, so I might disagree with that a little bit, but he's his own man.
Drop down, leapfrog. Here we go. Eli Isom leapfrog, the agility to get over 6'5" man, and then drop kick him right in the face.
He just jumped over a mountain, man. Come on, even Superman can leap a small building, but a single bound. Wow! This guy's a superhero.
Ducks the right. Eli holds the wrist, ripcords him up.
Now we can get it. Good.
Northern Lights release. Up and over.
Nice.
Smooth salt for the second rope on the outside. Go for the gut wrench again like the Dr. Bomb. And this time he gets it. No counter for Isom here. Cover. 2 and just a 2 count. Catches the right. Draper now with an answer for everything. Magnum. Oh, wow. Drop Draper on his head. 2. Just a 2 count there. Isom. Look for that signature brainbuster. Does not able to get it.
He was able to get him up. That even shows that his strength is still there. Wow.
Both men connect at the same time.
Is that the,
and I think,
well, did you hear the
was
bell?
that a bell?
Yeah.
That was a bell. Man, that flew. I knew we were above 10.
The 15-minute time limit has expired.
Wow.
The official decision of this match is a time limit draw.
Wow.
They're representing La Facción Ingobernable. They're representing Violence Unlimited.
These are right in between. They do whatever it takes to restore order. That might be what LFI needs to put them in their place.
And this is almost like a vigilante-style group. Brody King, Root, they've been the main event of Final Battle. You see Chris Dickinson, Bestia Del Ring, Homicide, and Kenny King getting it on in the corner. Picks him up, slams him down. Senton.
Yeah, I like these guys that go face to face.
And Dickinson on the other end of the cord. And now Kenny King and LFI. Oh, God.
My God.
As we're set up, Cannonball.
That's the king I know.
Like father, like son, is Chris Dickinson back in there with the world champion. And now we're gonna see what Chris Dickinson's all about. Great Falcon arrow there.
Did you see the hoist on that?
And look at Homicide coming in. Oh, sit down from Bestia. Oh, Brody King. King has had enough. The chair on the back of Bestia. Oh, and it's Roosh getting revenge for his father. Here comes the Foundation. The Foundation is here. And the Foundation doesn't care who they're hitting. They're hitting Dickinson. They're hitting Roosh. They're hitting Bestia.
They're sick of all of this, man. They're here to restore order.
They're hitting anything that moves. The tag champs, Williams.
I'm Quinn McKay, and today I'll update you on everything going on in Ring of Honor. And we're starting with the latest episode of ROH TV, where we saw the debut of Violence Unlimited as they went to war with the Facción Ingobernable. Both teams fought until the match was thrown out due to the overwhelming chaos. We even saw the Foundation come out and join in the brawl, despite their disdain for such behavior. This three-way feud between the groups is just starting to heat up, and this weekend on TV, we'll see the ROH Television Championship on the line as the Foundation's Hot Sauce Tracy Williams has his first defense against Violence Unlimited's Tony Deppen. Deppen has his second opportunity at the Television Championship and recently pinned LFI's Kenny King to keep him up at the top of the rankings. It's the Foundation versus Violence Unlimited, and the TV title is at stake. Let's take a closer look.
Everybody's wondering why. Why did I align myself with Brody, Homicide, and Chris Dickinson? Since day one, I've been treated with nothing but disrespect. You know, I come in, I shake hands, I'm nice to everybody, I beat Kenny King, I get jumped by LFI. Why? Because I want a match? And I'm sick and tired of coming here and being pushed around. So I aligned myself with the baddest guys in professional wrestling today. We're the same way and we're cut from the same cloth. You know, since day one of me coming to Ring of Honor, I had one person in mind that I wanted to wrestle, and that was Hot Sauce. We have a history together. When we wrestled, you beat me into the ground. You hit me harder than I've ever been hit in my entire life. You've brought things out of me that I didn't know I had in me. You've done it to me in places that I consider my house. And now it's payback. This is not my first opportunity at the TV title, but that first time, I wasn't fresh. I had another match prior. So guess what? You're gonna get a fresh Tony Deppen, and that's the most dangerous version there is. Tracy, the entire Foundation's goals in wrestling is to purify every division. But Violence Unlimited, we're the opposite. We believe in honor, but we also believe that there's violence in honor. And we're gonna run through every division and take the titles, not for purity or anything. We're gonna do it for pure dominance. There's honor in violence, and our violence is unlimited.
Ring of Honor's 19th anniversary was a historic night for so many reasons, some good, some not so good. The Foundation came into the 19th anniversary promising to restore honor, promising to purify every division. We had our work cut out for us. It was the biggest night of my career, and it was one of the hardest nights of my life because I had 2 separate title matches in one night. But at the end of the night, I did walk away with the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship and the Ring of Honor Television Championship. However, what the Foundation promised at the end of the 19th anniversary was to show honor restored in Ring of Honor. And instead, at the end of the night, what you saw was Violence Unlimited. I know better than to think you can just say something's gonna happen in professional wrestling and it's just gonna happen the way you imagine it. We know it's unpredictable. We know there's tons of hungry people looking to carve out a spot, just like the Foundation is. So Violence Unlimited, you made your point. We felt your presence. You're here in Ring of Honor. We get that. But I'm gonna work even harder to hold on to this gold, to hold on to this power, because this isn't just championships to me. This isn't just prizes. This isn't just money. This is what I believe in. Ring of Honor, this is the place I came to show the world what professional wrestling is. That's what this means to me. So what's your vision of professional wrestling? Violence, yeah. Professional wrestling is violent. Professional wrestling is fighting. There's a pure way to do it. Tony Deppen and I have wrestled in the past, years ago, and since that day, Tony Deppen hasn't shut up about how hard I hit him. But Hot Sauce chopped me in the throat. Hot Sauce beat me up like nobody's ever beat me up before. But Tony, to you, when we wrestled, that night was one of the hardest nights of your life. And for me, it was a Sunday afternoon. I was doing my job. Tony, this is our job. Fighting's our job. You talk about how you want to provide for your wife, for your kids. Tony, that's why you're here. That's why we're all here. I see a different Tony Deppen since you've been in Ring of Honor. I see you stepped it up. Yeah, but you're not the only one improving, and you're not the only one with something to prove. Stakes are high for me as well, Tony. I got everything to prove. And in Ring of Honor, I've been making history, and I'm not gonna let you stop me from continuing to do that. So when we face off at the Television Championship, it is gonna be just like a couple years ago, Tony. You're gonna feel like you're back on the independents because you're gonna be back in the ring with me, and I'm gonna be whooping your ass again.
Two men looking to climb up the ranks in the Television Championship division battled to a 15-minute time limit draw on the latest episode of TV. The Mile High Magnum Dak Draper and Infinite Eli Isom fought toe-to-toe as the timekeeper rang the bell. Neither competitor was satisfied with the draw, and both men agreed to continue the match for 5 more minutes until they were rudely interrupted. So let's take a look at that.
I thought you paid the light bill.
I
I swore I cut the check this time. Wait a minute. Dalton Castle? Dalton Castle is back. He looks fabulous.
This guy's so cool, man.
And look at a pink suit.
I thought I was gonna see 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to see Eli Isom versus Dalton Castle, but
Dalton has my attention, man.
Yeah, the panache. Yeah, panache. That's the right word.
There you go. This guy's so cool.
Panache is absolutely the right word. Look at this. And Cabrini, your clap. It's hard not to clap along. Look at him go. Look at him move. It's like hypnotic. We're over here clapping along. I
can't help it.
Yeah. Is he sprinkling peacock seed?
Did he get some on you?
I think so. I don't. Look at this guy's great, but coming off a huge win at 19th anniversary, where he defeated Josh the Goods Woods. Maybe some newfound confidence,
Yeah, this
newfound
Dalton,
energy.
I remember. I know this guy.
It was amazing. Listen, that was incredible. You two. I'm not here to fight you. I'm not here to fight you. I just, like, what I saw was blown away.
I know how TV works. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you.
Nice of Bobby.
I'm not here to fight you. Eli, Dak, I look at you two. I've been watching you since the first day you arrived in Ring of Honor, and the growth the two of you have shown, it's blown me away. You're incredible. And I feel like you are the two that can help me with a problem that I have, a real bad
problem.
Can I come in there? Is that all right?
Yeah.
What did he just do with his mouth?
Is that a peacock call?
Yeah, that's what that was, exactly.
Look at those shoes. I didn't see those shoes at first.
I saw when it first came out.
Yeah.
Have you two noticed how things have gotten a little dull around here? You know, everyone seems so focused on being a competitor. It's like they forgot this is a television program. I mean, we're on TV, for crying out loud. Everyone wants to win, and I'm the only one here thinking about the viewer. I want to spice things up, Dak. I want to bring some drama back to this place, you know? And I feel like you two are the ones who can help me with that. You've got so much potential inside you. You're handsome, muscly. I see something inside you that I like. And I see something that I don't.
Wow. God. Oh, God.
All right? Ridiculous. That's the stuff I'm talking about, that drama we got to bring back here.
Why did he just do that?
Ribbon. He participated. Give him a participation ribbon.
Oh, God.
Ooh, equal opportunities there.
I'll tell you more about it, guys, but I got to run. Unfortunately, I'm busy.
He keeps saying he's busy. What?
Yeah.
Why did he just do that to Eli Isom?
It's like he's late. He's late for a very important date or something. I don't know.
And Dak Draper, what is going on here with Dalton Castle?
The Righteous also spoke over the weekend, but this time it wasn't Vincent doing the preaching. I feel very uncomfortable calling it that. As explained to us by Bateman, Vincent is on a journey and nobody knows when he's going to return. But you know what? I'm just going to let The Righteous explain it. Maybe it'll make more sense. Probably not. Here are clips from TV.
The world moves even though you don't feel it, man, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Vincent might be gone, but his hand is still the hand guiding the knife.
I'm a master of survival. I may not be here physically, but that doesn't mean I cease to exist. This is the door to a righteous rebirth. Dig what I'm saying, man?
Vita Von Starr can tie the world in knots if given the opportunity. Dutch is an inhuman monster, a hollow being. And me? I was born with the devil in me. Just because he's gone, don't mean that the good work goes undone. Dig what he's saying, man.
The good work goes undone. What good work is he talking about?
That's why, and but they're the righteous. You know, the righteous is full of good works, right?
No, it's Caprice.
I'm just.
There you see Dutch in the middle, the mark of Vincent the V, Bateman, Vita Von Starr, and Dutch remain as Vincent continues on his spiritual journey.
So the OGK have been at the top of the tag team rankings for a long time. And since Vincent has disappeared, therefore no longer interrupting their course, they are finally focused on going for the top prize in tag team wrestling. But first, a score must be settled. On this weekend's episode of TV, we'll see the OGK, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven in tag team action against the newly formed tag team of Beer City Bruiser and Ken Dixon. We all remember when Bruiser shattered a beer bottle over Taven's head and then attempted to you know what? Anyway, it kicked off Bruiser's current vicious and violent attitude. This attitude was on display last week on our week-by-week exclusive match where we saw Bruiser defeat Joe Keys, and after the match, he attempted to add insult to injury until fellow dojo members tried to help Keys after the match. What happened next was a little crazy. Ken Dixon unexpectedly and savagely turned on his teammates. Curse your sudden and inevitable betrayal. You know they don't call him Gasoline Ken Dixon for nothing. Anyway, Bruiser liked what he saw, and therefore we have a new tag team. Let's get words from both Bruiser and Dixon immediately following the bout. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor, and I just witnessed, and you just witnessed, perhaps one of the most shocking turn of events that I've personally seen here in my short career at Ring of Honor when Ken Dixon turned on all of our dojo friends. Ken, I don't know that I want to stand next to you right now, but I need to talk to you and Bruiser, so if you could please come in. Bruiser!
Quinn.
Was this your plan all along?
You know what, Quinn? No, this wasn't my plan. You see, this was like the greatest gift you can get at a bar. When you order all these drinks and somebody else picks up your tab. And Dirty Dixon here, that's what he did. He picked up my tab. Didn't you, boy?
Do what I can, man. Look, I'm tired of playing this dojo propaganda crap. What happens when pure wrestling fails? Violence. So let's just cut the crap and get straight to it. I told you guys, I don't fit in. I don't want to fit in. There it is. Now.
Quinn, I told you, I'm out to make a name for myself. I'm out to make a name for the Beer City Bruiser, and I want like-minded individuals with me. And this man right here, the man that picked up my bar tab, Dirty Ken Dixon here, he's my kind of man, and he's going to make a name for himself and me.
All right, well, I wish you Godspeed, and you smell like a brewery.
We're going to go drink.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Ode to beer. If you think this weekend's episode of TV couldn't get any bigger, check this out. Flamita versus Bandito go at it one-on-one. It all started at the 19th anniversary when we saw Mecca squad at odds after being defeated by Shane Taylor Promotions in a 6-man championship bout. Tempers flared, and Ray Orris proposed the idea of a triple threat match to get the hostility out of their systems. We were then treated to an amazing match between the three luchadors on pay-per-view that saw Bandito come out victorious. Flamita was still showing signs of frustration, however, after it was over, but Ray Orris was able to talk to both Flamita and Bandito, and Flamita seemingly had a change of heart. Flamita teamed up once again with Bandito against Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham, and after multiple miscommunications between the luchadors, Flamita walked out on Bandito and proclaimed that Mecca Squad is no more. Let's hear from both men right now. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor. We are finally to the match where Bandito is going to take on his former brother in arms, Flamita. Bandito, do you think that this match will repair the relationship, or do you think that it could just make it worse?
No, of course. Well, I think this match is gonna be fixed everything. So, Flamita, todo lo que tengamos el día de hoy dejémoslo arriba del ring. Después, tan amigos y hermanos como siempre. Yo lo sé y estoy confiado de que va a pasar eso. Thank you so much.
Thank you. He's always so nice. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor, and behind me you can see a very limber Flamita. Hey, Flamita. You have a match against your partner, Bandito, and you've been fairly displeased with Mexa Squad as of late. So do you think that this match will help you work that out of your system, maybe?
I don't know. Y la verdad no me importa.
You don't care?
No me importa. ¿No escuchaste? Bandido, you wanna play by fire? ¿Seguro? Vamos a jugar.
I think he's implying that Bandito will get burned. Last week, Angelina Love released her own version of Week by Week, which obviously I take exception to. And listening to Angel talk at length about anything is what it is. But what really struck a chord with me was something that Bryan Johnson said, which is that I'm ungrateful for my position at Ring of Honor. Because that couldn't be further from the truth. I've thrown myself headfirst into everything I've had the opportunity to do here. 5 years ago, I worked at the mall, and now I get to be a small part of the best wrestling on the planet. I'm so grateful for all of my opportunities. All I'm asking for in this instance is one more. To me, this match against Angelina means a spot in the Women's Championship tournament this summer. A shot at showing that I'm more than just a microphone. And her, it's not about getting a spot, because that she is at least guaranteed. It's about her getting a first round bye. So which of us was supposed to be the ungrateful one again? In 2 weeks, on Ring of Honor TV, Angelina, we'll see if I do your job as well as you think you did at mine. I'm gonna talk about one of my very favorite things right now because I'll be honest, I need like air in my lungs. Roleplay of Honor is officially back, so let's take a look at that.
You can make fun of me as well if you want, but
He doesn't have the
you
number
can
one
all
hit
make
like
fun of
Sam.
me after I will throw this dagger with impeccable accuracy and end this situation. I will throw the dagger. Okay.
And then
right.
Santi will write a number one hit about it.
So roll the
Actually,
D20 for me, Joe.
can I inspire myself? Because I'm just not getting
Actually,
enough.
You actually can if you want
Yeah,
to do
well,
that
I will.
first.
Well, I will, because I'm just all about positive thinking these days, and I'm not getting it from here. So I'm going to inspire myself. Yeah, I'm going to enhance. I'm going to enhance my abilities.
New mission, new mega.
Yeah.
If only he enhances and
Hey, how are you going to inspire yourself, Joe?
What's my options here, Gator Master?
You can tell yourself an encouraging word. You can sing a song. You can recite a poem you wrote about yourself.
Okay.
He's like, let me go to the vault.
I love poem about himself.
Can he be looking in a mirror as
Okay.
he does it?
I mean, that's too funny, so sure. I mean,
Say that again. What would be good?
If you're looking in a mirror as you do it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Imagine the mirrors here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, there's only one thing to do at the end of the day. Throw this dagger in her face. Throw this dagger in her face. Should I give it some more lines, or do you think that's enough?
I'm emotional. That was
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bad.
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I want to hear more.
If you throw it to her temple, she will die, but some interesting damage if it goes into her eye.
I think you're well inspired. You get it.
There you go.
I mean, I think we got another hit here.
Yeah, this is another hit.
When does the soundtrack of Roleplay of Honor come out?
Yeah.
The dagger in the eye song.
You never know who's going to show up on Roleplay of Honor. The Gator Master has his mysterious ways, so check it out. And don't forget that here in ROH, we never stop releasing new stuff, because we love new stuff. The weekly articles on ROHWrestling.com include A Dose of Colemanism with Caprice Coleman, The Other Side with Kellyanne, who scares me, but I'm also obsessed with. Also, The X-Files delivers breaking news on a constant basis, and Kevin Eck also drops the ROH Strong podcast every Monday. The list of guests that have appeared is getting longer and longer, and the latest guest is ROH legend, the notorious 187 Homicide. Homicide talks about his early career in ROH, his motivation for coming back and teaming with Brody King's new faction, Violence Unlimited, and what he hopes the future holds for him here in ROH as an active competitor. Also, on our YouTube page, there's Technique Tuesdays with Joe Hendry, The Honor List, Throwback Thursday, which recently had Kevin Steen versus El Generico in their historic ladder war from Final Battle 2012, and so much more. For more ROH viewing, Best on the Planet is our 24/7 streaming channel. You can find Best on the Planet in the live TV section of the Stir or Plex apps, which are available in all major app stores. It's ROH all day, every day, and definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. Plus, it's weirdly easy to use. Like, they told me that it was going to be easy to use, and then I did it, and I was still kind of shocked. And because we always care about what you have to say, you should share your thoughts and opinions about all things ROH in our Facebook group and hashtag #ChooseYourHonor. We want to hear your ideas. Let's continue to make ROH great together. And check shophonor.com for shirts, collectibles, this coffee mug, micro brawlers, and more. And now for my very favorite news on the entire planet, starting tomorrow, Wednesday, April 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel, we'll begin Women's Division Wednesday. Yay! Every Wednesday, we will debut a new match from the ROH Women's Division where we'll get a chance to see some of the athletes that may very well end up as part of the tournament field. Tomorrow on YouTube, we'll see 4 ROH debuts, and these newcomers will have the opportunity to establish themselves and prove that they deserve entry into the prestigious Women's Championship Tournament this summer. Who are these 4 new women debuting? Tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. to find out. Looking ahead, next week, right here on Week by Week, we'll have another exclusive match. The former Ryan Nova from the Shinobi Shadow Squad returns with a new attitude. Ryan's decided to go by his real name of Ryan Mooney and has stripped everything down in order to build himself back up. He has a tough task upon his return as he goes one-on-one with the Mecca, Brian Johnson. Let's get a closer look at these athletes right now. Like, subscribe, and tell all your friends. I'm Quinn McKay, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
My name is Ryan Mooney, previously known as Ryan Nova. My home life was a little chaotic. My parents divorced at a very early age. At around the same time, unfortunately, my aunt, who I was very close with, also passed away from cancer. The only life I had ever known, it was just falling apart all around me, and there was nothing I could do to gain any semblance of control over it. My parents took me to a psychiatrist, and I was diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder. Throughout all of this, there were only 2 things that I had in my life that really made me able to distract myself from everything that was going on, to provide me with some kind of escape, and it was professional wrestling and self-defense classes. So for about 7 years, I took classes in karate, specifically the Korean martial art of Tang Soo Do, until I eventually achieved the rank of a black belt. And as much as I loved that, my biggest love, my biggest passion was professional wrestling. I would be able to escape what was going on, the chaos that was ensuing in my regular life. In professional wrestling, there was no illness, there was no divorce, it was just magic. My obsession just honed in on professional wrestling, and I wanted to learn as much as I possibly could about it. And then I remember I went to my first ever Ring of Honor show, Final Battle 2015, and that was the night that inspired me to want to be a part of this business, to be a part of Ring of Honor in any way that I possibly could. So I decided to take a chance on myself and come to the Ring of Honor dojo, where I was trained by Cheeseburger, Will Ferrara, and Delirious, and the rest was history. I eventually ended up teaming up with my trainer Cheeseburger and Eli Isom. We became the Shinobi Shadow Squad. We needed some kind of purpose, and we found that we could be something in that 6-man tag team division. There was a spot there that needed filling, and we were going to be the ones to do that, whether anybody liked it or not. And we did so many cool things together. We came up against some of the biggest names that Ring of Honor had to offer. I'll never regret the time that I spent in the Shinobi Shadow Squad, fighting alongside 2 guys that I consider to be like friends, brothers, kind of like family to me. But I always felt like there was never really a place for me in that group. Because you had Cheeseburger, the fan favorite, 10-year veteran, Eli Isom. I mean, look up the definition of blue chip in the dictionary and you're not going to see a description, you're going to see a picture of his face there. And then there was me. I mean, who was I? Their sidekick, their third wheel? I mean, hell, for the last 3S match that ROH will ever see, I wasn't even there. Ironically, I guess you could say that I was the Shadow in the Shinobi Shadow Squad. And one day I remember I was perusing around on the Ring of Honor website and I saw that I had been taken off the roster. That was the biggest gut punch. I had two roads in front of me. I could either get bitter or I could get better. And I did that by taking every opportunity I could to improve myself both in and out of a wrestling ring. And then recently I've been taking up lessons in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and kickboxing and adding a litany of holds and techniques to my arsenal to make myself the most complete wrestler that I can be. And speaking of bitter, my first opponent back is none other than Bryan Johnson. I can't take anything away from his abilities. Bryan Johnson is one of the most dangerous men in the ring and on the microphone. And Bryan, you like to say that it's Mecca versus everybody. But you don't need to be worrying about everybody. You need to be worrying about me. You need to worry about Ryan Mooney. Because I am a completely different animal. And I am unrestricted, unlimited, and unchained.
I'm probably going to surprise a lot of people when I say this, but when I see Ryan Mooney, I actually see a lot of similarities to Bryan Johnson. We're two guys not born with above average size or strength. We're not D1 athletes, and we certainly don't have some family legacy to give us every opportunity we ever needed. We just love professional wrestling. So we bust our asses doubly as hard to prove that we belong. And there's no better place to prove that you belong in the sport of professional wrestling than right here at Ring of Honor, where we truly are the kings of freaking wrestling. So Ryan, you did what anybody else would do when you had your chance with ROH. You asked advice from the smartest guy in the room. Except for, unfortunately for you, you were in a room full of bozos. So they turned you in to some hybrid nerd ninja as you, Eli Isom, and your trainer, the world-famous CB. Yeah, career bozo became some trio known as 3S, or as I like to call you, the Shinobi Schlep Squad. And I'm not just trying to be rude, no, I'm speaking from experience. Because when I showed up at Ring of Honor, I was wearing some ridiculous robe, bedazzled from head to toe, begging for baby dolls, doing the same crap that I would mock today. But where we differ, Ryan, is what did you do to earn this second opportunity? What did you do when Ring of Honor told you no? You see, you're a part of this generation of professional wrestlers who think that time served is more important than talent. And sure, you put in some extra work during the pandemic. You did some elite training. I even heard that you got a new hold or two that I need to be worried about. But to me, pal, that's just like putting perfume on a pig because your is still gonna stink. You see, when I was told no, when I had to earn a second opportunity, you know what I did? I interrupted commentary, commercials, and champions. I took an event that is dubbed unauthorized and I made it must-see. I went to Mexico where I wrestled against some of the best cruiserweights on the planet. And while you were sitting at home wishing Santa would bring you a second chance, I spent 25 days in 25 different towns all throughout Canada because I said, screw Santa. I don't need gifts. All I ever needed was this. To stand here proudly and say that I am one incredible freaking professional wrestler. And when I got back to ROH, I had to stare down vampires, peacocks, and even dem boys to prove that I truly am an equal opportunity ass whooper. But it wasn't until a pandemic silenced the wrestling world did people start to listen to the Mecca. And what they heard was a Mecca locomotive blowing right past them to the top of the wrestling world. So as everybody tries to jump on my bandwagon, I'm kicking each and every bozo off, and you're no different, Ryan. You're trying to take the hottest star in professional wrestling and have him send you over the moon? Well, you better say a prayer. Heck, you better wish upon a star. No, better yet, you better wish upon a super
freaking Nova that you get a third chance in pro wrestling because your second is coming smack dab in the middle of my Mecca. So Ryan, you are going to be like everybody else that has stepped in the ring with the Mecca. You're going to find out that it's Mecca versus everybody.